pitched to my dad, we should use it because we need it and whatever. Because you heard the bass on that song, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like hard, and then you said like, yeah, because Hostess not gonna play that stuff. And I took it personal.
I said that?
I took it. No. Yeah, dude. I took it personally.
Daniel the type, bro.
Yeah.
Daniel the type.
No, I mean, it's cool.
Really? Hey, we friends, right? Welcome to our first podcast here. My name is Marcelo.
I'm Jose.
We got no, bro. I'm not present you.
Present me then.
We have this guy over here. What's your name?
Josh.
And
Daniel.
what's up, guys?
What's
We're really
up?
doing this, man.
We're really doing this.
I thought it was gonna be. Let me tell you something.
For legal reasons, we can't do that.
All right. Well, cool.
These guys.
Well, yeah.
See? You see?
No, just keep going.
Yeah.
So, question for you, Cello.
Tell me, Jose. Say it.
Actually, fun fact.
Are we sponsored?
Yeah. Shout out to
No free clout.
this Pellegrino sparkling water.
You.
Pellegrino.
All right, give me a second. We're gonna start off with the question I asked you earlier. What's one of your favorite bands?
Brands or band?
Bands.
Bands?
Yeah.
All right.
You're making fun of his accent already.
No, because he
I messed
asked us
up.
already
I asked-
before we started recording
Yeah.
it.
I asked brands, and he heard bands.
All right. So one of my favorite bands, we Are Monte, bro. You heard our new EP?
I did hear it actually.
All right. Well, let's go into that. Like, what is your favorite song on the EP?
Probably Tu Amor.
Tu Amor?
Not probably, for sure. Tu
For
Amor.
sure?
Yeah.
What do you like the most about it?
Just the whole vibe of the whole song. How it's like a little different from all the other ones, and I feel like I don't know if the reason I like it the most is because I didn't really do anything on that one.
Well,
I didn't play, I didn't write it, I didn't do anything.
Well, yeah. So just kind of talking about it, I remember the day of we're at the studio. So this song originally was just like only acoustic. Like the week before, just Josh and I were just recording kind of like a demo. But then it got into something pretty cool. And then I do remember Daniel was like, hey, we should probably do a drum band thing.
Hey, don't say that out loud, bro.
It's on Instagram.
All right.
But yeah, well, like, tell us about it. How was the vision just going into it? Like, it was actually kind of pretty. It was pretty cool. Like,
Well, I think Josh back at the Airbnb made like a little side comment on. I think he said something like, "I think this song will sound really good if we just did like something bigger." And then we sort of just started going with that. And that day, what day was it? Was the second day or the third day?
This is the second day.
Second day at the studio. We had the idea like set acoustically, but we just basically made the song from scratch into like a big bigger instrumental song, and it came out great. It's one of my favorite songs to play.
I'm trying to think of like the moment that we like got into it, because I think we recorded acoustic first, and then we're like, all right, let's do something else to it. Like let's add the instruments. But then, kind of just to kickstart everything, like what was the first step? I'm trying to remember. I think it was
I was just going to the studio. I already knew I wasn't going to do anything, so I was just like,
okay, because he didn't play on it.
Let them work.
I think we just kind of
Let 'em
like we just played, we just jammed
You
sort
sat
of for a little
down.
bit.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think we were sitting down listening to your his just vocals and acoustic. We were just trying to figure out what we wanted to do. I went and got the pen and paper, and we were charting out the song and just the order. And then we were deciding on a BPM, and we decided on the BPM. And then we all just went into the room, sat down, and tried to play it. Played it like 6 times before we
actually recorded.
hit record.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Well, Daniel, what's another song that you like from the record?
I like Su Sangre.
Su Sangre?
Yeah, like I can see just like I don't know, like a big stage cool kind of thing, and that bridge with like hundreds of people singing that together. That would sound really really
That's
nice.
cool. You got any favorite, Josh?
I get it. This is nice.
Josh,
And it's like the one that forever I didn't know how I was gonna play live.
Yeah.
Josh said that, and it
bridge
sounds
is
like
the
an
best.
actual song.
And it does sound like it. Because like the other ones, I hear them and I'm like, okay, that sounds like it's us, right?
Yeah.
But Edis just sounds like a real,
Sounds
like,
different.
it sounds like a song, like you're on Spotify or
Yeah.
Apple Music and it just pops up.
Cool.
It just sounds like a song.
Dang.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song It's probably Eres too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's just different. I remember like leading up to it, I would tell like all of my friends and people that like I know, I'd be like, hey, yeah, we have an EP coming out in the band. They're like, oh, what's it like? I was like, well, the first song is kind of like a rock song. Then we have like 3 pretty like traditional worship songs. And then one song's like, the last one, it sounds like a folk song. So I don't know. We're still kind of figuring things out. They're like, oh, man, that's awesome. That's cool. Dude, literally, just here's a thought. Going back to the beginning, I mean, I think that we came up with like a whole bunch of stuff. We had a document on our Google Drive of just like ideas and then lyrics that didn't make the cut.
There's a whole song in there.
Dude, I have a picture of that whiteboard where we listed all the songs, and it was like 7. The EP had like 7 songs.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of songs on there, and we had like even what the title of the EP was gonna be, and it's just nothing. Like nothing that was on that whiteboard made it onto what.
Do you remember what happened to the whole white shoe, bro, thing?
The white shoe EP.
The white shoe, bro, that was like
I got buried.
I don't have the white shoes on today.
we all
Just
moved
to
on.
look for the Converse.
We still have the stickers though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some stickers.
Hey, stay tuned. Stay tuned for the stickers. But yeah, Jose, I think that just kind of talking about the EP and everything, how everything like led up. Really, I remember like just meeting you guys. Well, I met you like playing at a church, like kind of close. But I didn't really fully know that you guys had like a band. So I'm actually one that like stepped into it. But was there any songs before, like before I came into the group, or even to the?
I think Susangre was already. Susangre was
Yeah.
kind of already there.
Yeah, we had the chorus of Susangre. That's about it.
But I was already like hanging out with you guys at that point.
Yeah,
I remember
that's the one where he did the intro after, like that guitar intro.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know the first thing he worked with us was the Blessing remix.
Oh yeah.
What song was that?
I don't know.
Well, it's just the thing is that song was like pretty normal song, but you kept doing the progression or like the little lick that was the blessing.
Oh, how do you go?
Yeah. I just felt it, bro. It was in the same key. Why were we in the same key?
I guess.
Couldn't help it. Muscle
If
memory.
it works, it works, right?
6415.
It's because we played The Blessing way too many times, so it was just like stuck there.
I don't hear that song like in churches anymore.
Nah,
Top 3 burnout songs, bro, that are just dead.
yeah,
All right, bro,
it's
here we
like
go.
Ocean's number 1,
Ocean's number 1.
and then the Blessing.
Not on the
Ocean's,
on
the
the reels
Blessings.
though. The Ocean's going hard on reels.
Oh, dude, the TikTok is so funny because a lot of
dude,
these
yeah.
people don't know it's a Christian song, and they be putting like some sappy stuff, and it's like
There's Oceans in the background.
It'd be like, dude, it's so funny because it'd be like when your boyfriend breaks up with you, and then
No,
Ocean's in the background.
But like, okay, you said burnout songs, but did you guys ever play Oceans at church?
I didn't.
I don't think we ever did.
No,
don't
we
think I knew it.
tried years ago, but I think the singer couldn't get the timing right at the beginning. Yeah, it was like no. The funny thing is like there's this one singer that didn't know how to play piano, but knew how to play Oceans because everybody knew how to play Oceans. And so we were struggling with the piano at the intro. I wasn't playing piano.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, I wasn't the one playing piano. It was someone else. And then the singer who doesn't know how to play piano was like, "Let me play. I know how to play." And I was like, "Hey, let's bring it down."
Dude.
I was the third one. We got 2.
What was the other?
Oceans, The Blessing, and
Probably like Revelation song.
Oh no, Revelation.
Nah, Reckless Love.
I still hit sometimes.
Reckless Love.
Dude,
man.
I've played it like 1,000
Reckless
times.
But
Love?
you know what? Like actually, at my church, we did it in our like student ministry team, and that song hits, dude.
It does
Reckless
hit.
Love?
Yeah, it's like everyone was because I was leading like the team, and they were like, "Dude, we haven't done this song in like forever." And like once we did it, it was like, "Yo, this song's kind of good."
It's one of those oldies.
You see how much it gets flamed though, like in the comments.
No, why?
A lot of
Reckless
people be
Love?
like, "Oh,
Yeah,
God isn't reckless."
Yeah,
stuff
exactly.
like
That's the
that.
main
Yeah, it's
argument.
like-
I'm like, chill out, right? You're thinking
Yeah,
too
you
hard,
getting
bro.
this- too deep with
This
it.
lady did a whole video on YouTube
No.
talking about it, and like the main argument is how God's love isn't reckless.
I'll tell you about metaphors.
But if you go to the song, you see how Corey like describes like this is why I said that.
He's talked about it a bunch
Yeah.
of times.
Yeah.
Great song though.
Because he always gets flamed for it, but he's.
I
You guys follow him on Instagram?
Yeah, he's
I
funny.
don't.
Dude, his Q&As are actually kind of cool.
He's
get
like,
real
yeah,
time.
he got like no filter. Like he'll
say how
he'll
it
talk
is.
about. I remember that one Q&A. He talked about how much money he made off of Reckless Love.
He got the bag.
100%, bro. He got a bag. He bought like a ranch in Nashville and moved from California to Nashville.
You know who else has no
awful
filter?
Anyway.
Just make one song.
Hola,
and
Zamorano.
Oh, Koalo also has no
He has
filter.
no filter. It's the
I
funniest
remember.
thing
You
ever.
remember when Al Casdino came out, and in the comments, people were like, "I like the original version of Al Casdino," and then he was like, "Well, I'm the one who wrote it." And he's like, "I can make my song however I want it." I was like, "Yo, you got no chill."
Yeah, I had this one thing. I went to this one rehearsal and then the MD was talking about how like not every song is biblical. And I'm like, okay, like that's interesting. Let's see what he has to say. And then he starts talking about like, you know, the song Increíble from Mil San Marcos. It's not biblical. And I'm like, okay, like
Hey, don't
okay,
mess
let's
with
hear
me.
it. Let's hear it. And he's like, I'm not gonna say any names, but no, but like he was like, you know, because God, it's not Increíble. Increíble is incredible, right? But he was talking in like literal sense of incredible. I'm like, how can you not believe in God? I'm just like, homie, what?
He said, how did we get here?
You know,
I'm just trying to rehearse.
It wasn't my church. I was just standing there because he was mad at the other musicians because you know they weren't practicing whatever. I'm just like,
Jose at the end of his,
I was just trying to leave.
Jose at the end of his speech is like, so we're not playing it.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, ain't no Mil San Marcos slander ever, bro. They're the goats. Jose knows.
Yeah,
They took
bro.
it to a whole
Top
new
one
level,
band?
man.
Hey, we love Mil San Marcos.
We love
we
Mil San
all the
Marcos.
love Mil San Marcos.
Every single one of them.
Hey, y'all heard Coritos?
Coritos medley. Oh yeah, I think I did.
Jose gonna come
Jose
up.
already got a
Yeah,
tutorial.
he got the bass tutorial.
He got a
Bass
tutorial
coming
coming
soon. We'll leave you there.
How'd you get the tracks?
YouTube right here.
How do you have the tracks already?
He
My,
knows
my
somebody. Hey,
dad,
don't worry about
my dad used to tour with them, you know.
Oh,
So
cool.
he got-
Oh,
he
for
got
real?
some-
What he
yeah.
play?
He played like here in Atlanta actually one time.
I remember
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Where at?
And then
I'm not like
I'm not
so
sure.
sure.
It was like in a church in
Yeah.
I think it was Norcross. I don't know.
Montesinaí?
But it was
Was it here?
Nah. He would have told me. He would have told me.
Maybe he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
It was years ago.
Oh, that
I don't
touring,
know.
bro.
But yeah, he got it from some guy from
Oh, unrelated. You know which tracks I found from somebody? Suena el Shofar.
Yo, we
No,
gotta
for
get
real.
on that.
No, for real. Dude, I was thinking about
Yo.
Look at Cellos Wedding. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
That's all, bro. That's why
You don't
it's
even know who
fire,
sings
bro.
it. No, dude, I was like this close. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get him and we're gonna play it.
Dude, get him.
Those are good songs.
So not sure if is fire. That's like top 3 medleys for sure.
You've never heard that song?
I haven't.
It's funny.
It's
good. No, it's not
like the
funny.
old school?
When-
It's
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
It's really fun to play.
Fernel Monroy,
It has
right?
like a Batman theme and everything.
Yes,
behind it
no,
too.
dude. Yeah,
really?
like there's
Straight
a
up.
breakdown where it's
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
not that. But it has the,
Like
it has
the progression, like
it has
yeah.
the hits of pam pam, and it's like so.
Yeah, it's
and
fine.
in the chart, Hostess Dad made it would say Batman theme. Pam, pam. Yeah,
It's a good song, though.
that song was fun. But
one
I
was
remember,
old as that hit.
I think the last time we played it, I don't know if it was the last time we played it, but Jose, it has a bass intro where it's like boo doo 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 doo, and Jose for some reason didn't remember it,
Dude, 'cause
and
we
we're
were-
starting it, and then I have to play it on the bass on the
kick
keyboard,
on like 4
The
bars.
kick
bro.
was
Just
going
go-
hard, and Jose was just staring off into space trying to figure out what it was.
and then I have to go doo 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 on the keys, and then
Yeah,
he's
because that weekend we had to play like 20 songs or something like. Because I was playing like the beginning of like our band. It was like the first few times we played in the what was it New Year's or
I think it was
It
New
might
Year's.
have been, yeah.
yeah.
So I had to play for like the main band of the church and then them too. It was like, and I play guitar too. I think like one of those times, bro. I'm like, so I had to learn guitar songs and bass, like 2 set lists of bass.
I just played guitar on
So
tour.
when he started cutting the drums, I was just like, bro, what am I supposed to play? But
He's out of it. He's about to start playing
fun.
Grande Fuerte.
Is that like the biggest fumble you have ever had like on a worship?
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I mean,
Is there something worse?
when
Is there
people
something
ask,
worse?
Because there's no tracks
know.
or anything to that song. We were just playing it.
yeah.
So it was like it was just an
it was just
extra
like-
long kick and shit.
Yeah, it was just like
No,
really.
no,
like,
really.
everyone's
Hey, that
looking
is
at
a
me like,
great question.
I have a bad one.
Like
dude.
fumbles.
Yeah, when people ask me, I just tell that story. I'm just like,
I
That's
have-
your biggest fumble?
That's
why
that's
I
what you say.
I can't
I
think of
wish
any
that
other
was my
one.
biggest fumble. What's your biggest fumble?
I don't know.
I got one.
There's a couple.
I have one. It just like tops it all. And
Like it almost made you want to
yes,
quit music.
no, I
like,
think-
hey,
I
I don't
think-
think I ever want to play ever again.
I think you told me. Was it at Free Chapel?
Yes,
What is it? Tell us.
Bro, Spanish or
no,
like
hold on.
No. Okay, so Irving hits me up, and Irving's like the canción teacher. No, he's like
Director.
he's the director, right? Like the okay, yeah. Shout out Irving. But yeah, he would hit us up. Be like, hey, we have our once a month Spanish service at Free Chapel. So I'm like, oh, cool. Like, you know, it's awesome. It's Sunday afternoon, so I was like, yeah, I can make it work. And then the band, like, we were pretty tight, but I don't know what happened, but we were trying to just get transitions like in and out of songs pretty good. And one of them was like a weird key transition. So we end the song and the keys player didn't like add a pad to introduce like the new key, and then the MD just counts out the next song. And I think it was also like I just had like a guitar intro, and I like guitar heroed the crap out of like when you mess up like, man, it was like the worst moment of my life. Like,
and it was just guitar.
It was just like only guitar.
Oh my God.
And no keys because the keys never went in.
Got him.
And oh man, it was so bad. Like I remember like, all right, everyone thinks I suck here. Like I'm never getting this call again.
What about you?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. As like a piano player, and a lot of songs have piano intros, that's like a fear, dude. Like just for some, because I don't know why, but sometimes just like right before, I mean, like Jose said, you just forget the intro, like right before. But I don't know. I think mine maybe I tried to put in a lick when it was like super quiet and it just didn't sound good. Probably
Like awkward.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like jazz licks.
There's like, yeah, I mean, honestly, there's not like a huge thing that I remember that I just fumbled.
All right, Daniel, you got one.
I have two. You know me. I have two. And Josh remembers this one. He's never going to forget it. There was this song we used to play back when Hostess Dad was the MD. It was like a very rock song. It started off with the drums. I don't know what went through my head. I did like a halftime. I tried to do like a halftime fill intro. It did not go at all, bro. It was like two different songs, completely different. I played the rest of the song with my head down, bro. I was so embarrassed.
Wait, look at me.
And then the second one was when we played with Gabriel Gallego. I messed up De Gloria en Gloria.
Yeah.
That's
like his song. It's like the song. It's like the song he helped write, and you just messed it
And
up.
like he took like the hit from me. He was like, hey, "That's my fault," but like it was my fault. But I was like, he wrote that song, and I just messed it up.
Bro. That's a good leader.
I was like, I'll see y'all later.
Those are your biggest two?
Was that here?
That was
No, that was at Canción.
That was at Canción.
That was at Canción.
No, the night we played here, it was pretty cool when we played with him. It was Josh was shaking though because he was like right behind him.
He was standing behind me as I was trying to like figure out how to play the song. Irvin sent out the wrong key for. So I was, dude, and it wasn't because like normally it's like, all right, one step down, half step down, you can figure it out. Homie, it was like 4 steps down. It was like a fourth away, and I was like, dude, man, I was like the Zach Galifianakis thing where it's like he's at the.
How many half steps is that?
Yeah.
For real.
Wait, you're pretty good at doing stuff like that, right?
Which I suppose.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
But I had to learn it. Nah, I mean for a while though, I was like transpose button.
Really?
Not for a while, but like for a good bit. And I was like, maybe
Children,
not.
don't do that.
It was back when I was just a piano player, but like now it's like I can't.
He's a producer now.
No, now I was just a music director. I got to tell everybody else the song, so I got to learn how to do it.
Cool. It's tough. I fumbled, yeah, pretty bad.
Do you struggle with key changes like that if you had to play in a different key?
No, not really. Actually,
I mean, you just...
No, the thing with the electric is just kind of like, bro, I'm like digging and putting time and effort to learn just like lines. Mm-hmm. That if it's like, hey, actually, we're going to do this in another key, it's just like, bro, like, why didn't you tell me? Like,
yeah.
You could, hey, man, we're going to do this song in the key of D. And like, in the fly, changing lines like that, it's pretty hard. But like, if I'm just playing chords and acoustic...
There's like a solo in the song.
Just the capo.
Like a solo. Yeah, exactly, solo. Like,
yeah, just pose the solo like 2 minutes before the...
No, yeah. I got to get better at stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're always growing as musicians.
That's how you learn, fumbling.
Yeah. You have to.
I feel like you've had more, Daniel.
Is there another one that I'm? I mean, I've had my mess ups, but like that are like in my brain.
What about with the band? Have you had a
like
mess up?
No, you know which one you watch. I clearly remember.
Hey, now hold on, tell me first.
No, it's funny because you were there. Remember, it was like one of the first times Cello played with us, and he messed up the "Won't Stop Now" intro, and then didn't talk like after we played. Yes. We went into the conference room, and he just didn't talk for 30 minutes.
I was mad.
Yeah, we know.
All right. Oh, you could tell?
Because Cello was like, why are you not talking? I was like, oh, he messed up. That's why.
That's funny. Also, like when we had the youth service, the conference, and we did, what's that song also? The first song. Gosh.
Wait, what year?
Yeah, we're going to do the intro again. And he's like, Josh counts us in and you don't do that. He's like, from last year.
Oh, when I just started grooving?
Yeah, he just started playing a regular groove. And I'm like, homie, because we talked about it right before.
It's because God put in my heart to play that groove.
I get loud. I get loud. Cool.
I remember that.
When was the last time you got nervous playing somewhere? Like really nervous, shaking, nervous.
Shaking, bro. I'm
Because of
always
the
nervous.
occasion.
I'm always nervous, dude.
Always like
Are you really? Are you really?
like at a Sunday service?
Like a what?
Sunday service? Like a Sunday service, you're nervous too?
Yeah, I mean, going into it, like I'm singing tomorrow. I'm like nervous about it.
You lose sleep over it?
Sometimes. No, actually, no. Not that. But it's just kind of like.
Do you get more nervous playing or singing?
Singing, for sure. Singing. Because like, it's kind of like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and like prepare. Like, all right, there's a prompt for the song or something. And it's just like
talk before.
Like say that. Like we have like 3 services at church. And it's like, I want to say what I need to say. But sometimes it's kind of like I'll drift away on one service to like something else. But that's on me because that's just like lack of preparation, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm. But
What's your ratio of leading versus playing, like your church?
I'm
So
leading
like
pretty often now, like twice a month.
Do you play the other 2 weeks?
There's 1 week that I'm off, but I'll play electric. Like right now at my church, there's not a lot of electric players, so I'm stepping up to play electric more often. But it's cool because I like MD and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
How long are you at church for? What's your regular Sunday look like?
Regular Sunday, call times at 6. Probably get there at like 5:30, 5:25. We have rehearsal, run through.
Crazy.
Nope.
Run through. We'll have breakfast. You know, do like a production talk through as well. And then there's 3 services, 9, 11, and 1. And then I also lead the middle school service, and that's at 4. So I'm at church for like 12 to 13 hours on Sunday.
A lot of people complain when they have like one service and it's like right in the middle of the day. Like they don't have to be there at 5 or 6.
The one service and call time was at like 12.
I wish.
But you have like
That's crazy.
My service is at 11 a.m.
What's the earliest you get there? Or what's the earliest you've ever gotten to a service for like sound check and stuff?
Well, like ever or like at my church?
No, like ever.
Probably here when like
Is it here?
what is it like 7?
No, we get here at 6.
I mean, right now, but like when I used to come here, yeah, like 7 probably. That's
no. When your dad worked here, we used to get here at like 8:30. No,
it was. I don't know.
I think it was.
No. There was sometimes I think it's 7. Yeah.
I can't. What was it?
Because sometimes we would play.
because I remember I only did 7.
Because they wanted to stop like have like an hour of like prayer at some point, so we had to stop playing at a certain time. So we moved it for a bit, like at 7. So probably that. Or that time we played outside too. We had to come here like at 6, something like that.
Oh, outside was
like during COVID.
Was tiring.
That's good. Yeah, because there was a lot of setup. We had
outside.
We set up
come
a
with the
platform.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, I think
For the driving
you guys
services.
do that.
Yeah,
Was that like a one-time thing?
No, it was during COVID. So like the different phases of COVID, right? The first one was just online, like the preacher here and the pianist. And then when we wanted to do full band, my dad wanted people to start coming again. So we did the drive-in services, the parking lot services. And then we would
like a month.
Yeah, we did it for like a month, and then we played
Every Sunday we will set up from scratch outside.
But I only played one, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think I only played
Yeah.
two. Yeah, with you guys. Yeah, we played medley too.
Well,
That's medley too.
we did.
And
That's another one that's kind of burned out. No, to be honest,
Which one?
medley too. It is still.
Yeah, I
like
was told. I was told not to play that for a good bit.
Yeah.
They were like, they were like, yo, like it's done, man.
Now we got coritos, bro.
But you guys remember how excited we were to play that song, that medley for the first time? That first run through was like smooth.
It took us like because we wanted to play it for the Congreso in August, and I think Hostess Dad had us rehearsing it since like May or July.
Oh, word.
Yeah. I got a confession here.
Or May or
I think it's you, bro.
Huh?
You ready?
What?
One time when that came out, we were just starting to use click tracks, right? And then I think you were like trying to like pitch to my dad we should use it because we need it and whatever. Because you heard the bass on that song, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like hard, and then you said like, yeah, because Hostess is not gonna play that stuff. And I took it personal.
I said that?
I took it. No. Yeah, dude. I took it personally.
Daniel the type, bro.
Yeah.
Daniel the type.
No, I mean it's cool.
Really?
Yeah. You remember?
He said, "Let the record show." Oswald say, "He remembers."
Dude, I took it personally. I was like, dude,
he said, "Watch
I'm gonna
this.
get this, bro. I'm gonna get this," and I eventually got it.
Are you nasty?
Sort of. So thank you, bro.
Hey,
appreciate you.
I got
He
you.
said, "Thank you for hating, bro. You really."
That was your pre-workout.
Yeah.
That's his pre-workout.
And now look at what I say in the car.
No, we're not
yeah,
repeating
yeah,
that.
yeah,
No, we're
yeah.
not repeating that because he was just capping. No, I was joking.
Wait, what he saying in the car?
He said that you're really good at the jubilo bass stuff.
No,
Coritas?
no. He said
He said coritas.
because Cello said we should write more melodic bass lines, so like not just basic bass lines. And then I was like, yeah, Hostess just has to think about writing bass lines as a guitarist. So like, just have the mindset of a guitarist when you're trying to play bass. So you write something more than just boom, boom. And then Eli was like, yeah, I don't know why he does that. I don't know why he doesn't do that more. Hostess is like the best one out of all you guys. And I was like, hey,
Wait, who said that?
bring it down, bro.
He got
Eli?
his 10 hours a day practice.
Yeah, after you told him he's not going to get it.
Hey, well, tell me again, bro.
So,
Bro, you're never going to get that line ever again.
Coritos.
yeah, you're never gonna
play
Coritos. You're
So we
never
got any
gonna
of
play
those
Coritos.
click tracks.
When did you guys start using
Wait.
tracks?
2018.
2018.
I'm telling you, 2018 was different, man.
A lot happened in 2018.
But yeah, tracks 2018. Oswald knows. He's laughing over there.
I wasn't hanging with you guys 2018.
Now, when did you start hanging with us?
2020.
2020, right?
2020.
Pandemic.
COVID year.
Well, we met you at Canción when we were
It was
little.
like the latter half of 2020, like August, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
we met Cello right after his surgery, like during his surgery.
Yep.
You had it at Canción.
Dude,
I remember that.
I didn't go to school for like 2 months, but I went to Canción every Saturday.
I remember because Dwayne said it, and I turned around. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I just see some dude in the back with crutches.
Yeah, that was a fun time. You guys are small. We were all kids.
We were all
dude.
kids.
Yeah, kids.
I was in.
We were all 12.
I was. Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
10th.
every yeah. You were like 22.
No. I was in 10th grade.
You were in 10th grade.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
was
was
in middle school.
I think I was a junior.
How old were you then?
I was like a good 12.
Josh was like 8.
I was small. Cello said something. I don't know if you.
I was still in Guatemala.
If you were there.
He was in Guatemala.
I was in Guatemala. No, I don't know if you were there, Daniel, because it might have been at the meeting when Daniel was sick.
I was dying.
He was going through it. But Cello was like, yeah, I remember meeting Josh at Canción, and Josh was like 10 or 12, and he was like a good 14, right? And then
Jesus.
Yeah. 13.
and then he was like, and then I remember like, you know, when Canción finished, like after, because he said back then he saw me like as a kid.
Because you were a
I was a
kid.
kid. I was a kid. And then he said when he came back and he saw that me and you were really close, he was just weirded out.
Yeah,
Because he was like this little kid, and then Daniel bald in a beard.
You would always hang with Sebastian.
Yeah.
You and Sebastian, and then there was just a kid with you, and it was Josh.
Because we had to give him a ride.
My fault.
Nah, yeah. We stayed close.
Another funny story at Canción was that when I met Josh, and he was like, "My birthday's in August 8th." I was like, "Shut up, prove it." He had no license.
Yeah, I was like, it's funny because we were in the middle of a Christian's class, the music theory class, and he had just gotten his license, and I was still like 12, and Cello got his license, and I was like, let me see your license, and I saw his birthday was August 8th, and I was like, your birthday's August 8th? He was like, yeah. I was like, no way, mine too. And he was like, nah, bro, you're lying. I was like, why am I lying? And
Why are
he was
you
like,
arguing with a kid?
and he goes, prove it. I was like, how am I gonna prove it? I'm 12. I don't got a license.
Show him your schedule, your school schedule.
We had the same birthday. We alternate in the band when we celebrate. This year's your birthday, because last year we celebrated as me.
Yeah, we have that boomerang.
Did we?
We have the boomerang we have with the
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years
2 years
ago.
ago.
What we do this year?
I don't think we did anything.
No, we went to your house.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. Then it's your
Hey,
turn.
we're hanging out. I don't remember.
No, it's not Cello's turn. Cello gets too many parties this year.
I'm getting married.
Congrats.
Thanks.
When were we gonna get our suits fixed up?
Hey, bro, the group
Dude,
chat's
for
coming.
real,
Hold up.
A group chat.
You guys are all going to
Procrastinating that a lot, man.
Y'all all getting a link of what suit y'all got to get or what day we're going to Men's Warehouse. That's it. It's not that hard.
Pay for everybody.
That's
I
not
ain't
part of
going.
it.
Monte's paying for it.
Monte shoes.
Just
Shout out to Mom.
instead of wearing a suit, let's just wear the Monte merch right there to the wedding.
I can see that.
Think about it. Think about it.
I was
So we fine with
actually
it.
telling Josh, I was like, bro, all right, because we're going to Dallas for Bachelor Weekend, right? Or week.
Yeah, we're going to church.
We should make a whole, just
We're gonna
record
get one.
everything And then the wedding day, we'll use the same footage, and that's the music video for the song, bro. Think about it.
Which
it's
song?
fire. It's fire.
You already said that, and you were like, nah. You're just like, nah, bro.
Dude, I remember I had an idea. What I have?
To bring together a group of people. He dies every time I say it.
No, dude, I had an idea to do something at Cellos Wedding for.
Were you? Oh, you were planning on. Since you're the best man, you know how they put the dress on and then meet him outside. Were you planning on doing that? No, putting on the dress.
That's what I was thinking, bro.
Hey, let's not talk about the single yet, bro.
I'm a fault.
How would you describe the next single, bro?
Summer vibe.
He just said not to talk about it.
It's a vibe. Like, respectfully, it's a vibe.
It's good. Look, listen. Today, we don't know when this is coming out yet. Today is
Today's Saturday, the 28th.
All right. Today we just finished recording the anything we needed left for the English version of our EP. Right, but we already have a lot of stuff for the next project. And so on a drive that I was going to get what we did today, I had and the other demo. And
Oh, yeah, you weren't there.
yeah, you weren't there. So I was just hearing this for the first time. So I had that one and the other demo, the one we did just me and Cello. And so he was putting stuff. He was his project. So then we were putting together, or he was giving me the files, putting them in my drive, and then I was also asking him about like maybe helping us record or finish up the rest of them in March, because he was like, yeah, January has been kind of slow, but February we're gonna get really busy. I was like, how about March? He was like, we can work something out in March, and I was like, yeah, because we have like a bunch of demos we want to come in and track, and then I was like, you want to hear one? And then he was like, yeah, let me hear one. And so he already had my drive. So he put everything in, and he was like, so which ones are the ones you wanted him hear? I told him which one to click it. And he said it was nice. Like, he said it was nice.
It was nice. Yeah. I've heard it too.
He said it was good.
He was like, I would change this, and this, but that's
Nah,
your
you
song.
He said if that's what y'all like.
you got me scared for a minute because you were talking about the flash drive and you had them there. I thought you lost them or something. I was like, chill out, bro.
we were in Atlanta, bro.
I got that song backed up everywhere.
You got to. Gots to.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but you know he liked it because he pulled up a song it reminded him of, and he was like, yeah, this is my favorite band. And I was like, all right, we there.
Hopefully I like it.
Yeah, he said
You kept
rips.
saying it. No, but for all that song is really
different.
Nice. Yeah, it is different.
Literally.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like it's going to be very different from the EP. Just the overall feel.
Yeah.
And we figuring it out, right?
Hey, since you met us when we were like young, you ever like thought this was gonna happen?
No.
Like 8 years later,
You think he was gonna be our friend?
meet back with those weird kids from Cancion
No,
Matter
that would
of fact,
skip
Here's-
devotional.
All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
he ended up skipping with us. He got his license, and then he
You
would
gotta
drive us to
remember,
Taco Bell.
we'll start eating.
Dude, we used to walk.
We used to walk to Taco Bell.
One of the
every
reasons,
Saturday.
no, one of the reasons we started skipping devotional, even
Sorry, Irvin.
even
Sorry, Irvin.
Irvin. No, Irvin knows because
We
I'm.
changed, man.
I swear to
Hey,
God,
I
one
promise.
time he told us to bring him back a taco.
I think the first time we skipped it, it was our group, and then Santi was there, and some other. It was like a good 13 of us, 14 of us skipping. Bro.
Honestly, like everybody was skipping at one point. No, but even after that, like our last few
Trendsetters.
semesters, our last few semesters before, because we were all kids except for Cello. We,
I was a kid too.
yeah,
Yeah.
we had to walk like 10 minutes to a Taco Bell that was like a mile away. And then Cello finally got his license in the car, and we started driving to Taco Bell like halfway.
We made it.
We
Yeah.
made it.
But no,
That is kind of fast.
no, it is kind of fast. But one of the reasons we started skipping devotional even more is because we had to make up time for that walk.
Right.
Because the lunch break was like, what, like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
So that's like
Probably.
20 minutes of walking.
You guys remember at Dino Cancion we started playing soccer, and some of like the older people started bringing like cleats and stuff. Like it got serious. It got serious. You remember that? Like it got serious,
and
bro.
everything, bro.
Started with me, Arnold, and then Edgar would play, and then there was that one other guy that Edgar would hang out.
They start bringing cleats, bro.
Hey, bro,
Got
it's a
serious.
music school.
Anyway, sorry. Back to
We're
the
forming a
question.
rec league.
Well, no, because look, I met Daniel, Pepe, and Eli. Eli was already in Cancion.
He was out there by himself.
Because I remember, Yeah. I remember walking into one day, and that's when I like signed up and everything. I was like, yeah, I want to come here. And I remember seeing Eli, and Eli.
You were there for one day?
Yeah.
I was there for one day.
Prove it.
My bad. I just remember being bored because Eli was in classes all day, and I was just sitting there, like listening to the.
I remember that was fun. So like once we graduated, well. Like, Daniel, you didn't graduate.
Why you get okay? That don't matter.
Hold on. Eli didn't graduate.
Eli didn't graduate either.
I didn't dropouts.
I didn't graduate either, bro.
That's not the point.
Y'all dropouts. No, but like even afterwards, I would just like know you guys like through social media.
Our knees though.
Just through social media and like obviously me and Josh had the same birthday. So I'll be like,
I don't even
"Happy
remember how I
birthday."
added you on social media.
I don't either.
I just like had you.
I don't remember.
I remember you left Cancun because you were gonna be a chef. You were like, yeah, bro.
I was in school. Doing
Daniel was
that.
going to be a chef. And to this day has yet to cook for anybody here.
No. You made those fire burgers.
I literally make y'all burgers every time.
That's
we go
not
somewhere.
cooking, bro. That's
Do you like it
grilling.
though? Do you
Grilling
like them?
is different.
Do you like the burgers?
Yeah, for real, but I'm gonna need some pasta one day, some shrimp. You know what I mean?
Your
Plus his
mom make
favorite
good
food?
pasta.
every birthday.
Every birthday pasta.
Dude, I think it was Oso's favorite food because Oso had some of that sauce in his beer and
He
everything.
took some to
dude.
go, bro. He took some to go. Like,
It was like all over his face.
Honestly, I should have took some to go. Those strips were big, man. I was
It
like,
was, no, it was good though.
It was good.
With that bread? Yeah. That was good.
nah, I didn't think it would.
You didn't
make
think
a
so?
band. No.
So I
I
hit you
didn't
up.
even know you guys like were trying to do a band.
We didn't know either. we were just
Nah,
trying
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
It was C9 worship for a minute, right?
kind of.
It was no, but that wasn't back then. Back then,
it was TB3.
we were just going to Cancion because the
TB3.
church needed musicians.
Yeah, we just went to go learn music.
Yeah, we went to learn. Why did you go to Cancion?
To learn, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, back
But
then I was just.
Did you go to Cancion already know how to play guitar? Or?
I kind of knew chords, but I remember walking in. So I didn't start in guitar 1. I went to guitar 2 because.
You know,
bro,
you
I started in piano negative one, bro. I didn't know anything.
piano naked.
I didn't know anything.
So I only knew chords, and then when like I remember Jonathan, who's the guitar teacher back in the day, he gave us like a scales paper. I was like, what the heck is this?
He said, "What is this?"
I ain't learning this. I ain't learning this.
I was like, wait, so these notes make chords?
And that's why to this day he can't transpose a solo. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's the root of the
That's
problem.
why he didn't learn his.
Honestly,
No.
bro, I wish I would have like learned piano like from the beginning, but I just don't. I can't like.
I mean,
wrap
I
my
wish I
head.
learned guitar too. But
Jose plays everything.
there's no more. I think it worked out though. I think it weirdly worked out where it's like you were playing something we needed.
Yeah,
It was cool.
I remember when I posted a story of us at the table writing, and you swiped up. You said something, and I was like, "Come through and bring some chips."
And he actually came through.
And you came through with some chips.
Did I really?
That's
Nah, you didn't
exactly
bring
what
I
happened.
remember pulling up.
And you brought some chips.
He brought chips.
Yeah,
He brought chips.
I think so.
you brought snacks.
I
Because we were
remember.
hungry. I mean, we're
No,
always hungry.
I remember he brought a cable that Jose ended up buying.
Oh yeah, it was like this like extra.
It's a little-
yeah,
it's a
still
little
have it. I still
patch
use it, bro.
cable.
To this day.
And
I
ever
made that in
since you
class.
stayed.
I made that in
Since his dad
class.
used it.
Easy money.
yeah, ever since.
And ever since that day, you stayed. I remember I told Josh, I'm like, cello was exactly what we needed because we needed that extra like push, like that
I don't-
creativity.
No, honestly, I don't even get it because like for a minute it was like we'd have to ask Cello, be like, Cello, you in there? Or you just hanging out, you know?
I was hanging out.
Because like we
We like that we begged.
I know, because like it was like it's cool if you hanging out, like you cool, we like you.
Well, we gotta get to business.
Yeah, but like you know we
Yeah, because I remember that
Try to
first
write
day
some
I
songs.
hung out with you guys. You guys were like, yeah, we're writing a song. I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's write a song. And then that's when we came up with the Blessing.
the Blessing remix.
I forgot the song, man. How did it go?
No idea.
All I remember is that.
Yeah.
I just remember that one lyric.
I mean, but
Vale.
That's funny.
Let's go. Yeah.
I don't know, but like, dude, I don't remember. Like, I just remember Cello being in class at Cancion and just talking to me, like being my friend already. I don't remember how I started because again, I was like 12 and he was like
He
27.
said, "Why are you talking
I
to me?"
was, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like 15.
Nah, screw Cello. Cello would call me too. Like, stay calling me. But Cello would call me. No, even back then, I don't even know how you got my number, but I remember you were working on the final project, the song. And then you called me to ask if I had started on mine. And I was like, no. You were just, yeah. I remember that, but I don't remember how you
Who was
got
your
my number.
partner for the final project?
Gaspar.
You made it, bro.
You know my song. My song was weird but cool because I wrote it in a mode. They weren't there yet.
Crazy.
They weren't there yet.
They weren't there yet.
He said, "But your kids will love it."
Christian liked it because I wrote it in a mode, but no
What
one
mode
else
was
liked
it
it.
in? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
It's a lady.
He said mix up.
Mixolodian.
I don't remember being asked to join the band. I was kind of just like,
You're just there. You joined because our bass player moved away.
To Kentucky.
Eli.
He went to Kentucky.
He went to Kentucky.
yeah, were they just, you want to play a Connection? I'm like, sure, let's do it.
You
Don't
know
get mad when I would not go to Connection.
who?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we needed a
We need a bass player.
What do you mean?
Y'all would make you feel bad about it. Like, nah, bro, you staying away from God. You gotta be like, I'm like, bro.
That sounds like something we do.
I'm texting you. I was like in a soccer game where I was like literally
You
about to play. I
going
was
through
like,
He gets on his knees. God forgive me.
It's like that's hilarious because we're over here getting Jose to go to youth service and like, bro, you're getting away from God. You do this, and then Jose's dad's like, nah, don't hang out with them, bro, because they're not gonna get you near God. And we're over here making fun of him for not going to youth service.
I would like legit feel bad sometimes.
What kind of songs would y'all play?
In Connection?
Honestly,
We played Echo a lot
we did play Echo.
by Innovation.
It's a burnout song. Add it to the list.
No, we didn't play it a lot.
But it is.
But we
burnout
played it.
in general.
Nice.
I don't really remember what type of music we
When you
played.
hear that intro again, you're like, ah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah. Like,
The Tornwells version is fire though, with his band. Citizens of
I
Heaven
think you showed
tour,
it to me once.
huh?
think you showed
Yeah,
it to
from
me
the
once.
Citizens of Heaven.
It's nasty. They different.
It's a cool album.
Why you start playing guitar?
I started playing guitar. Really, I just want to learn songs from like that I heard on the radio. I was like, yeah. So I learned like Justin Bieber songs.
There you go, Nep. There you go. What's his song about God?
Hey, get
We friends,
serious.
right?
Get serious, man.
What about you, Jose? Why you start playing
Why
bass?
did you start playing bass, Jose?
That's a funny story.
It's funny that you asked.
Haha.
Nah, I went through a couple of instruments because my dad has a music
I thought
school
he was
in
gonna say a
Guatemala.
breakup. I went through a breakup.
I was sad. Nah. But and then I went through like piano, guitar, whatever. I kind of like never settled on one over there. And then like the last one I did was bass. Before I had like a little moving situation. Like I went to Florida for a minute, came back, and then throughout that time I stopped playing like everything. And then I came here, and I was like still not playing anything. I think I tried to pick up the guitar again, but it kind of just never went anywhere. And then I remember one Sunday or like a Saturday night, I think the bass player Omar. Yeah, Omar. He was having a baby like Saturday. I think like
His wife.
He was going into
He was having.
he was going into labor, so he couldn't make it the next Sunday. So my dad was like, "Hey, you want to play bass like tomorrow? And I'll teach you the songs." They're like, "Come again?"
At like 12
Like,
a.m.
how many hours?
Hey,
And,
you
like,
want to play bass?
I'll teach you the songs right now. And then like he sat with me, teach me the songs, like do this here. I mean, nothing crazy, just like the basic. No, and then from there, I think I played I think I never stopped playing after that.
That's it.
I remember
cool
one
story.
time, I can't remember what happened, but Jose didn't come on time.
A lot of times. A lot of times.
Like 3 times.
I remember he was like, I forgot my bass. I was like, how did you forget your bass?
But I think I came home from like practice or something,
He said,
soccer
I forgot
practice.
my bass.
And then I just showered, I changed, and then I just left. and I forgot the bass, and I had to
We had to call your dad.
I drove back.
Yeah, and for the record, Jose's dad was our leader.
I mean,
We had to call
I
your-
think that's why I kind of like whatever too, because he
We had to call your dad
tough on me.
twice to wake you up.
Yeah.
All right, one more minute to wrap up. How did you guys start getting involved in music? How did y'all start playing?
Me? Well, I'm in school, like middle school band and stuff, playing saxophone. But it wasn't until like Canción days when I took up piano. But it was just because Eli didn't want to learn piano, and my dad wanted a pianist. So I was like, I'll learn piano.
What about you, Danny?
Long story short, someone taught me when I was little, but like they didn't teach me nothing, just like one groove. And then
That's why he plays like this.
I came to church here, and then I saw like the worship team, and I was like, I want to keep learning.
I want to be.
I want to play.
I
I
wanna
want to
do
be.
that.
I want to do that. And then I just got into it like that. Josh was gonna be a drummer though. We took drum classes together.
Me and Daddy were in the
He
same
could-
drum
He kind of
classes.
good. No,
Yeah. Those things.
You be hitting the double kick.
No, me, bro. There's just like certain things. Every time I sit in a drum set, I practice it. That's it.
Like El Rey groove.
I feel like if I got a drum set, I'd be good at drums, which makes me want to get a drum set sometimes. But I think it'd get annoying.
Yeah, bro.
Tell me I couldn't do it in the piano.
Yeah, exactly. No. There we go. Just for that, I'm gonna do it. All right, this is it.
Every time we want to do something, every time we want to do something, we tell Daniel we can't do it.
Listen, new lineup. I'm on drums. Oswald's on keys, and then Cello's a singer. That's it. Jose on guitar, and then Eli on bass. This is a new band right there.
Let me play the shaker.
New band. Starting from scratch.
Daniel took like 3 good pictures today at the studio and said he's switching to photography.
But then the first 2 videos I didn't have audio. Like, hey, never mind, bro. I'm going back.
Hey, log off for me, bro. Log off.
Never mind.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's a wrap, y'all. First episode. We friends, right?
We're friends.
Yeah, I guess like we want to just show people that we genuinely are.
We friends.
We friends.
Yeah.
We friends.
Hey, say it one more time, bro.
Friends first, bandmates second. Stay tuned for that shirt at the Monte shop.
Stay tuned, guys. See you next time.
See you next time.